These are the best highlights from the matchup between T1 and Team Liquid during the semifinals of the 2024 Esports World Cup.
To impact.
Yeah,
what happened with Ben TP'd bot last time.
Yep, you can see a little bit of spare time for the Zeri, but now the engage comes through. Impact does have the counter-strike, has of course skilled that one. As Gumayusi able to come on over, does pick up the turret aggro. They need to try and get this kill. As Guma goes down low, there's the flashes. Zenith Blade doesn't work, Core comes in. That is still first blood going over to Gumayusi, but can he keep himself alive? As Core JJ's got heal, he doesn't have the ignite. Never mind, there's the general. And they even out the scoreline. And now Carrier, I don't know guys, I think he might be dead. He's kind of on the wrong side of the map and he's trying to run his way out.
Zeus has to back, does have teleport here. Carrier definitely going to go down. A huge win here for TL. Ultimately, great flash of the Q by Impact.
Quite figure it out. And yes, lane swaps are being nerfed. It's not the right way to play the game, but you can hide your bottom lane in this matchup and make things really lopsided, just like this as the buffer comes in from the Arcane Shift, but that means absolutely nothing. Core JJ able to get his way out as Carrier wants to try and get something started.
Look at this,
there
APA.
are so many minions here. It's absolutely ridiculous, and it's just another one for TL.
TPing top as well. Not going to lose any of that top farm. Is going to be able to just leave. Will be able to TP back to lane. Has a pretty big CS advantage himself. Yeah. Once he catches this wave. So it's not all roses here for Team Liquid, but really great for the Zeri. And once that call finishes too, he's going to have so much goal as Umpty, maybe a bit alone.
Yeah, even the short fuse doing a fair bit of damage here to Owner, who does have mainly damage as the Mega Inferno Bomb comes in. The flash forward from the APA, but it doesn't matter. Faker just sweeps up Umpty, puts him into the death chamber, and now T1, they have full control of these grubs.
Yeah, really tough fight to take there, unfortunately, as Umpty. Yes, you have the Ziggs back up there, but the Emperor's Divide in a choke point like that is going to be basically a guarantee. APA also using his flash means he's going to be more vulnerable once Faker gets that ultimate cooldown back. Carrier
in the fog of war.
Faker coming over to threaten that at the same time bottom there as, yeah, as you mentioned.
Ooh. Okay, will Impact move up further than he should, as they know Umpty is here as well, as there's the counter-strike. They start this one off. Nature's Grasp comes down. Glacial Prison comes in as well. Impact, the first one to be focused. The Permafrost comes in. Umpty not able to actually finish off the kill as APA. He turns up Mega Inferno Bomb, and that's going to be the kill for the Ziggs. Owner looking to run away. The short fuse. There's the satchel charge, and he closes the distance, and there goes the tree. Faker 1 versus 3, and even though these health bars are low, I don't know whether he's going to be able to take anything here if TL do decide to turn. And that is a great play from the North American representatives. Absolutely good at. It's utilizing these early spikes. They might be able to get something done. Unless Umpty has something to say about it as he moves towards the top side. There's going to be this special delivery. He's been tanking up this turret for such a long time. Grand entrance is what locks it down. And the TL flare pops up above Umpty as he walks his way out. It's another kill for the North Americans into this game to allow Yon to have a 20 CS advantage up against Gumayusi. APA going to get thrown underneath the turret here, but Umpty is there to protect him. Doesn't land the ulti though, and down goes the Ziggs. I don't think Umpty's going to die here, but Core JJ finds himself on the wrong side of the map. Battle Dance gets himself out as Umpty comes on over and gives him a target to head towards. So it is just APA falling down, but it's T1 finding a bit more tempo here on this map.
Yeah, I think APA getting a little bit of greed there because he knew Umpty was nearby, but Faker flashing the Arctic Assault there. They have enough damage. And that's going to be the Dragon here going over to T1. It wasn't in the mid lane where he got punished on the Ziggs to this Emperor's Divide, but in fact in the... And they're just making faster rotations right now. T1 need to make something happen here in mid lane or this Dragon may be lost.
Well, Solar Flare is going to come on through, but it's Umpty. He's able to tank that one up very comfortably. Mega Inferno Bomb is massive, and Owner just gets taken down. The Nature's Grasp finds absolutely nothing.
Yeah, just used defensively there, but gets nothing back. Owner is dead, and that should be Team Liquid pushing ahead in terms of Dragon control here. They had the control, they had Prio, but they weren't happy with that. They wanted to pick, and they get it.
Gumayusi looking for an opportunity here. It's Core JJ. He finds that the quickness was on, and Yon's going to take him down. Inner turret is going to be a prize as well, as Faker was on the inner turret, but Impact is there to get rid of him. Outer turret and Dragon, and 2 kills here for Team Liquid. They are on a tear.
They are on a tear indeed. Massive lead in this game now. Second Dragon goes to them. them. They get 2 kills mid.
Top side of the map, the Azir is so incredibly powerful in these 5v5s if they do get to it, if they have the setup themselves to utilize Jace poke, the range advantage that Gumayusi's going to have. But it's just the chaos that Team Liquid have been reveling in that's been working out. That one didn't quite so much, but it doesn't matter. Guma is just dead, and Zeus has to flash to get out of the way of the Mega Inferno Bomb. I don't know what that ultimate was trying to do, but I'm so scared of Umpty right now that I trust that it was something that was very important to getting that kill.
I mean, on his time on Breon, Umpty was famous for great Sejuani games where he didn't hit any ultimates. He's hit a few of them this game. He's hit a few of them this game. The longer they spend time on the top side, they know Owner's here. He was spotted. APA is going to get some alone time with this turret. He's sitting on 2 items and an needlessly large rod. Corjay is threatening a dive.
Well, the teleport's going to come out, so Corjay not going to be able to utilize the quickness there, and he's just dead. Empress Divide going to pick him up. And the unkillable Demon King himself is wave clear, and the safety that APA can do it from, it's kind of insane.
Okay, Faker's used his dash here. This is a scary moment for T1 to try to close the gap here, get through this choke point against Rakan.
Ooh, this is dangerous. They're a little bit split. Still the 4 stack of T1. 4 versus 3 if T1 do decide to pull the trigger. As he towards the top side, Mega Inferno Bomb going to help out, and Impact just puts down Zeus here. He says, I'm the better member of that team. As, of course, it's been a very long time since he was one, but still, with the help of APA, they're able to create a big advantage in their favor. T1 not wanting to allow that to happen, and Solar Flare isn't able to interrupt the Hex Gate escape, and it'll be another Drake.
They just don't see it coming. So, thanks for the ultimate, thanks for the dragon, thanks for the kill on the top side. I'm winning in 3 places on the map as Team Liquid, and you look at the way this plays out for T1 North over here. Keria, now down in ultimate, doesn't have flash here, but they are going to just try to rush it. Faker does so much damage to this Baron, but can they turn?
Yeah, full information now goes over to TL, and T1 are getting low. Mega Inferno Bomb connects onto 3! And that's with no setup as well, as the extended beam comes on down. Faker looks for Yoni, finds the flash, and gets the Zeri in the end, but Impact will be able to take down his ex-teammate. Gumayusi still trying to fire forward, and APA, he's basically an AD carry himself, and he'll be able to take down the Ezreal. 3 members of T1 left standing. Zeus, the last big damage threat, but I don't think he's going to be able to do anything. He's just going to be backing in this brush. APA is going to face check. Oh, the satchel charge is going to save the Ziggs with basically nothing. Yeah, there's those 2 thumbs up that we were expecting. And Zeus comes in, and he is going to be falling down. Leap strike from Impact going to get that one done. And TL, I think
they are in this game, but they're not going to be able to get out of the region. Meanwhile, over here,
yeah, a little bit more of a fight as the Nature's Grasp comes on down, but look at the AoE damage coming out of this Ziggs with 4 items. Extendo beam to finish off Owner, and even our observers were surprised by the damage that one did. Used to Maokai being a little bit more tanky than the damaged version that Owner is piloting this time around. And the Dragon's going to go down. That's Hextech Soul. Triple stack Hextech. Watch them play these ones out. It's a well-oiled machine that we're witnessing as they make the push towards these inhibitors now. There's another Glacial Prison. This one going to connect as Mega Inferno Bomb onto 3 once again. The quickness locks them down, and APA takes them out. It's a double kill, as immediately it's the tanks, it's the front line, and they are removed from this battle completely. The bouncing bombs impossible to avoid as they just keep raining down on top of T1. I say impossible to avoid. I mean, they can avoid them, but they're just not that well. And he has about a half a second cooldown on that ability at the same time. So the Sun Disc, it's going to be removed. 2 inhibitors down, waiting for some super minions to make their way in.
The Team Liquid,
I think they might just win it here.
I think they will. They've got this cannon minion here, Baron empowered. Still 25 seconds left here. Looking to back away. Yun very low on HP. Just let the Ziggs do his work, and they're going to bail out, back out of this one. So still hanging by a thread right with the Zeri Extendo Beam. It's just unreal. As Keria maybe trying to bait something? I don't know where he's going.
He's going on Walkabout Wolf, and he's going to get satcheled back into the entire enemy team, and he will buy some time before he inevitably falls. Yun's going to collect that kill as well, so another one.
Standing, if T1 get their back stopped here, APA can just end the game. So T1 have really crossed their T's, dotted their I's, as that's hopeful. Gumayusi with this true shot, as they're only going to leave 2 on Baron because Yun does so much damage while continuing to push these waves into the mid lane, stacking up super minions there, so there is just absolutely no way T1 can come to Elder. It's essentially League of Legends checkmate here.
T1, I think the fight that has to happen on the Elder or on their Nexus. And they have elected for the Elder. I'll start that one up as it spawns. They have positional advantage, banana brush control, but Umpty just walks on in. Does not mind about this one whatsoever. They're all inside the pit. It is an absolute Thunderdome, but the Elder is taken by T1. Is this an opportunity? Impact says absolutely not, as they're getting torn to shreds. Carrier sliced down by the Zeri. And Team Liquid, they'll wipe T1 off the map, and they'll be taking game 1 right now.
Not a chance in this game, start to finish. T1 don't get to play their proactive playstyle. They don't get to play the Leona into the Recon bottom 2v2. It was TL pulling the strings, the puppeteers of game 1, start to finish. A beautiful game. Yeah, and the range is a big problem. The engage range with the Sejuani too, so Brand feels a lot safer and a lot more consistent damage.
Yeah, there are 4 people heading towards Impact here who's going to have to vacate. I don't know whether he's going to be able to hit level 2 before he just straight up dies. His owner comes on over. He'll start off the Gromp here first, but now it's T1. 3-man strong here, looking to take plates, and they'll take them quickly at the same time. You can see the back starting to come through from Yun and Core JJ as they have pushed that wave in. That is entirely going to go, but the plate money really pushes this in favor of T1, and this was the change that happened. Is Impact taking a bit of damage here from Owner right now? Permafrost comes down. Impact down to about 300 health. But this is why it's so tough to lane swap, right? Zea's going to teleport up towards his top side after everyone's left. He'll be able to get a fair bit of experience here as well. And these plates going down, so much more money into the coffers of T1. You can see that's reflected in the gold.
You can see Impact also, you know, he has teleport, doesn't need to use it, but he is going to be significantly
just relentlessly throwing burst fires towards the Cassante. And Umpty comes on over, is able to clear out this Gromp camp, Krug camp pretty quickly, but doesn't see that Owner's moving on in. His top lane in a whole host of trouble. There's first blood going over to Zeus as the turret is going to be tanked here by Owner. Umpty wants to get a little bit of extra damage, but he doesn't have the spells, and it's a double kill for Zeus. They get 1 back as a consolation prize, but Wolf, are we signing the papers? What's happening?
I mean, I'm almost ready to at this point as Faker.
Yeah, Faker and APA just always fighting here in the mid lane. Down to half health, as is correct.
They're looking for a potential opportunity to collapse in. He does have flash. The wave is going to crash here, but the timing... Ooh, I was going to say the timing pretty good for Faker to get out of here, but he doesn't have TP, so he's going to stick around. He may be in trouble now.
Yep, Core JJ making his way over. There's the flash shield of Daybreak, but Faker's going to buffer the Buster shot so beautifully, and Owner is here as well. Core JJ could be in trouble. No flash up and available, and he has a blast cone. We'll see whether that's going to be enough, but nope. That is going to be concussive blows coming through. Carrier even has the door to make sure they don't take damage from that true shot barrage. And Impact, possibly also collateral damage from this one. The extender beam comes in. The all-out is going to pull Owner over, and maybe Impact now has an avenue for escape, and he does. He'll be able to utilize the...
They're looking for a potential opportunity to collapse in. He does have flash. The wave is going to crash here, but the timing... Ooh, I was going to say the timing pretty good for Faker to get out of here, but he doesn't have TP, so he's going to stick around. He may be in trouble now.
Yep, Core JJ making his way over. There's the flash shield of Daybreak, but Faker's going to buffer the Buster shot so beautifully, and Owner is here as well. Core JJ could be in trouble. No flash up and available, and he has a blast cone. We'll see whether that's going to be enough, but nope. That is going to be concussive blows coming through. Carrier even has the door to make sure they don't take damage from that true shot barrage. And Impact, possibly also collateral damage from this one. The extender beam comes in. The all-out is going to pull Owner over, and maybe Impact now has an avenue for escape, and he does. He'll be able to utilize them
to get this first dragon here, bottom side uncontested because of the really proactive play bottom side there by TL. I will say, you know, compared to the LCK, I think T1 and Gen.G are definitely our most proactive early game teams that will make these rotations happen. We'll look for aggressive. Looking like Grubs 2, T1 here. Might be able to get the full 6
already.
Umpty nearby.
I think TL needs to try and get at least one of these, but nope. That is going to be 5 taken here as Owner moves his way out. They'll accept a 5-for-1 trade as far as those Grubs are concerned. It's now Yun fighting against Gumayusi here towards the bottom side. Guma looks to be absolutely fine with that situation, especially with Carrier just off to the side. Jan needs to be so careful. Owner here towards the top side as well. Everyone on TL is in so much trouble. That was a decent dodge there as Jan not going to walk in to the Glacial Fissure. True Shot Barrage looking to be traded as APA moves towards the bottom side. Jan is so low, and APA, he's just going to explode. Faker's in there, Carry's in there, and there is Core JJ trying to Hex Flash his way to safety. I don't think even the Eclipse can save him from this one, though, as Gumayusi almost dies to minions, but he's able to move himself out of the way, and Core JJ will, in fact, be all right.
Yeah, a bit of a miscalculation here for TL. Core JJ staying mid there. Mid-game, Faker is going to be a menace in this second game.
He already is, absolutely, and I feel like T1 have taken game number one personally here as Jan going to get pushed away. Zeus comes in, and Jan's like, I thought their AD carry was a Caitlyn. He's not. Oh, well, he is, but it's also a Zeri coming from the top side of the map, and Core JJ once again finds himself underneath the turret with kind of nowhere to go. Winter's Bite is going to miss.
More kills, more
is
plates.
Waiting for the minions, and I think this Leona is just going to go down. Solar Flare is a lot of extra value, and Zeus, he will die. 600 gold goes over to a Leona, but they'll lose their outer turret on this bottom side.
It's almost arguable that this is a big win for Zeus as well. No one else going to be able to get that shutdown gold going to Leona. Still relatively valuable gold. Of course, they get something back for it, but that's another turret, another plate. And T1 in full control right now. You can see Impact is pushing topside, is Shadow, but Yun's in trouble.
Dear. Yun is just going to get prisoned and destroyed. Able to give a good old thumbs up. TL looking to try and counteract the play. Let's see whether Impact can find anything. The all-out does go down onto Ona, as the ultimate from Carrier is pretty good there as well to keep them at bay. Impact is getting lower and lower as Gumayusi is firing shot after shot into the back of this Cassante. APA moving over though. Let's see whether this Corgi is going to be enough to be the difference maker, and the answer is probably not. Yeah, T1 just walk it off.
And T1, they know too. I mean, this is a bit of a, it's a tough call to make for Impact, because if he stays topside, he all it is, because it's going to take a big comeback in this one for TL if they're going to bring us to the 2-0 win to upset completion. It's Infernal, so at least, extremely valuable soul they've got a 2-dragon lead on, but I don't know if this is going to be the last dragon they take in this game or not. I'm kind of leaning that way, because there's just no map control whatsoever. Another turret.
Large amount of damage that he does have available. Ono looking for impact, and we'll be able to find the Winter's Wrath. Jan moving up as well, and the Brand is still lurking. Now going to be following these minions forward. Can this flank angle actually work out, as Jan has to get himself out of the way? Teleport to come in from APA as well, as Zeus going to get slowed down, and he will pop like a balloon. And that could... Talking about there, Wolf, because that could have been a much larger shutdown if it hadn't already gone over to Core.
True, but it's still a big kill here onto this area.
Oh, okay, Faker. He's going to dive into 3 people. Not sure about that one. He flashes away immediately. Maybe just didn't quite know where everyone was, because there's a Rift Herald destroying the inner turret in mid lane, and TL seem unconcerned about that particular eventuation. It's going to be Umpty going down, though, and T1 are winning on this side as well. Core JJ takes down Ona, but T1 are still on the offensive. TL get towards the inner turret. Not going to be any more death.
Rather, top laner is pushing bottom lane. They have to push in mid. Guma can crush that turret so quickly, so buying time, keeping TL locked in to the top lane. They get mid turret. They're going to get this bottom inner.
Yeah, trying to protect the minions here as they look to try and take down the turret. They will be able to do so as APA has to flash away Impact. Looking to make his way in though. Core is there as well. And Zeus, it turns into a 1v2. He flashes forward. APA will go down, but it'll be a trade as the Zenith Blade max range will help lock down Gumayusi. TL, they ain't going down without a fight, but it's still not looking too great for the North American squad, down 9,000 gold.
Yeah, there's just no by Guma and pushed back, and this is the problem here for TL, is if the shutdowns were on the right champions, if the kills went over, maybe you could see a world.
Impact might be able to find an opportunity here as the Glacial Fissure comes down. Doesn't really do too much there as it's eaten by Impact. And now Core JJ taking a lot of damage. Faker could be in trouble though. The big one, just barely, is going to miss as Carrier. He'll have the door back and he'll be able to protect the go to the mid lane. In the meantime, Owner's looking to 1v1 Jan, who does have the cleanse available for the Glacial Prison. But the fact that Owner can kind of walk in front of 3 people and not care while an inhibitor is being taken on the bottom side of the map just shows how far T1 are in the lead.
Yeah, and we talk about Zeri's ability to kill turrets sometimes when you end up getting a kill in the mid lane and it's like, okay, AD carry is going to maybe get some extra plate gold if it's that early going mid, or okay, maybe going to grab an early turret because you can hurt turrets really well. And the side lane, as a top laner, can do a lot. Now, this is a Hail Mary call here. They have control vision on this Baron. They've swept it. I don't know damage though, and Keria spots this out. Faker nearby, they're in trouble.
Yeah, now CoreJJ actually going to get tagged by the Winters Bite. The Ignite comes in, and Faker, he does have the rocket jump. He kind of learned from what happened last time around, though. Doesn't want to dive in on top of 3 people. And T1, they do exactly what they want, right? They get them off the Baron, stop.
Vision clear, and start it up again.
Yep,
look at the Galen traps now.
Yeah, all of the traps just going to be lining the choke as teleport actually going to be invested here from Zeus. So T1, they want to lock down this Baron now. Looks like TL should be able to get themselves in here though, so at least it could be an opportunity. Flash available for Umpty to get into the pit. Let's see whether the General can be the hero. He flashes through, but he's unable to lock it down, and now T1 are going to get their team fight. Already the brand is being taken out. CoreJJ so low, but there's the all out from Impact, and Yon over to the side. Zeus, the last man standing really here as far as the damage is concerned. That was a flare. There's now Impact trying to be valuable, looking for these Qs as Keria standing stalwart in that front line. T1 just going to get these waves in order though. The one last Baron circling around Zeus here will be able to conga line all of these minions with full power towards the inhibitor in the mid lane.
Just going to run circles around TL here, not take the straight up 5v5 fight. They don't want to deal with Impact as a frontliner.
This is somewhat dangerous, though. You can see Impact is rotating over, and there is a Zenith blade to connect this one. Pillar of Flame not really landing, and that is a True Shot Barrage straight into a door. And Faker wanting to take down this inhibitor. Oh my goodness, okay, Zeus, I'm not sure about that one, but he takes down the brand, and there goes another one as well. They get the shutdown, but is it going to be worth it as Impact is a brick wall, and he's going to be able to take another one. Yon chasing after Faker. He is rocket jumping and blast coning, and will be able to get himself out, but again, it's TL winning the fight.
Yeah, let's see if Yun can catch Faker here. It looks like he's not going to take the chance. Doesn't have flash.
Stand their ground for the moment. Zeus pokes his head out as now Faker thinks he's found Yun, but he does have the arcane shift to get himself out of the way. And now Zeus, we're going to chase after Impact. Umpty going to be the one corner though, and Zeus takes him out. Oh, the brand is a big part of the damage profile here for TL, and now CoreJJ, the next one that's going to be taken out. They're falling like dominoes, just one after the other. And right as I was talking about it, the window's back in here for TL. T1 are going to kind of slam the door shut on their fingers as this inhibitor turret is going to fall down. The second inhibitor going to go as well. And T1, they might have been thinking about it as well. They're like, well, let's just not let them build those cool armor items. Let's just end the game.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to end here unless they get another pick. Umpty coming up in 12 seconds, CoreJJ up in 10. They should be able to grab that final inhibitor, so that in itself is practically as good as the final nail in the coffin here for TL, but they still have one
time as the Baron getting taken down so incredibly quickly. There's a lot of 80 carries in this game, and they do a lot of DPS. There's Umpty looking to move in once again. He does have flash one more time as well, and T1, yeah, they know that this is not the fight they really want to take, and they don't have to, because there are super minions that will win the game.
The Winions are doing their job, and this is putting TL between, as we like to say in the Elsa game, between a rock and a hard place. You're going to either have to defend your base, but you got to stop this Baron. You can't do both.
Yep. And it's a very precious rock and a purple place in this game, Wolf. That's where they find themselves. And T1, they kind of want to win a fight. Is Keria going to go down first? There is the passive being procced, but look at this. I mean, Zeus is just in there. Impact goes all out, but he will be dead. Or out of there. Yeah, there he goes. Explodes in a fiery explosion of cinders. That is going to be the second Nexus of the series going down, but it's one apiece after game number 2.
And you know what? We got to see TL play their game.
But you can't have everything. I mean, still, this is absolutely terrifying and should have a lot of control on that bottom side if it is going to be standard lane.
Oh, I want to talk a little bit. Okay, we're going to maybe have something occur here. Impact is very good at wave clear. That's one of the good reasons to pick the Deer in this situation, because his wave clear in a lane swap is pretty fantastic. As meanwhile up here, Zeus in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, Umpty's already rotated up. There's the Bramble Smash as he flashes away, and that is first blood. Clean dive from TL.
Huge win for them. They should be able to grab some plate gold here as Zeus is going to teleport back to the lane, but not in time. And they may just go for it again.
Yeah, round 2. That's going to be CoreJJ taking out the turret this time. And Zeus straight out of the death chamber and straight back in. And the juggle is beautiful.
Thanks for plus 300. And I'm almost ready to certify this one as well. Plate going to go down here a little bit awkwardly timed, unfortunately, for those recalls.
The double 80 carry that we know provides so much pressure, especially piloted by these players. As CoreJJ, unfortunately, going to find out that there's a whole bunch of bad guys there. Yon having to dash without being able to go through a wall, and there is a cleanse, but it doesn't quite work out. Phenomenal spell shield here from Gumayusi as they're looking for even more as T1 answer back on the bottom side, and Yon gonna miss out on this full wave.
Yeah, I was going to mention right before this that, Yun was significantly...
It's not even relevant yet. As the grubs go down, that is going to be Umpty securing all 3 of them as APA dives in on top of Faker. Seismic shove going to remove him, but still the trade is going to be okay for the Tristana. But with that big rock landing, never mind. It's actually just colossally not great. Still, only going to be able to secure the first dragon of the game. That's going to go over to T1. And TL still retaining a slight advantage as far as gold is concerned. And I think they're going to be pretty happy with how this one's brush ward that T1 does have. The control that they can pick up there as Umpty sees that ward going over. We'll be able to get it down there as okay. There's a grand entrance. Only going to be the target as cease and desist comes in, but I don't think they're listening to him. Yon's going to take him out. The grub's getting involved as Gumayusi. He does have on the hunt running, but APA's diving in. He finds the buster shot, sends the Sivir packing, and that's a double kill for the Zeri. TL back on top.
TL back on top. Great ultimate there from Umpty, and also the setup from CoreJJ forces the flash out of Carrier, and T1 are not first on the play. I think this looks very...
Doing this, TL kind of getting the better of every situation right now. As Extendo Beam comes in, Gumayusi not getting a lot of value out of the spell shield, and CoreJJ lying in wait.
T1 just got to give this up.
Yeah. Ona moving up now, but it's going to be a little bit too late. I guess Faker can skate on over, and there is a dragony arrow flying past. Shoutouts to Beryl there, whose skin is going to be employed for this one. Faker wants to try and protect this, but the minion wave has made it to the turret. Seismic shove is decent, as APA is going to get pushed away. And now Ona, he's going to move on up. So he gets into the brush. Let's see what APA can actually get done here. As there's the buster shot. Cease and desist comes down. Faker still going to throw out some rocks here, and APA just being a bit frustrating, buying some time. Once the minion wave is getting very much at the top of the table when it comes to that. So in a straight up 5v5, these 80 carries feeling pretty happy, sitting on their core items for the moment. And this turret, maybe not long for the world, as APA, he's just going to teleport in to try and help take down Zeus. He was tanking up the turret, but Zeus is very, very dead, guys. That is a 0-3 Cassante, and the turret falls as well. And this is another way to create a lot of control of the bottom side of the map prior to a dragon.
It's just so surgical, the macro from TL. They find a weak point, they abuse it.
The sidestep's good too, as Ona moves on in. Impact gonna almost avoids the seismic shove. Cease and desist with the help of the turret. He's going to come through, and he is not that tanky. Ona in the same position though as the explosive charge goes off. Another seismic shove from Faker, but it's a 1-for-1 in the end.
Trade 1-for-1, get Zeus, get a bottom outer, and now they're gonna get the second dragon of the game. Cross map here, Impact, let's see if he can clear this wave.
Yeah, and he's very tanky. It's not going to be the Leandri's build, as the arrow is going to connect here onto the Udyr as well, with a turret to fend off at the same time, even though that stun from the arrow lasted about 400 years. Impact is still able to just soak it up, unless... Okay, Weaver's Wall comes through. Impact is very fast. Cease and desist comes in. There's the flick. And there goes the Udyr. They had to invest a fair bit.
They're losing a lot.
Yeah, in a turret in trade for an Udyr, I guess you'll take that. As Zeus is also going to go down. The Unstoppable does come in. Umpty, he's going to be CC'd up, but he's so tanky. It does not matter. And it was even APA tanking the turret. Are they going to take even more?
I think so.
Comes on over. He can't defend it.
This blue side first pick Tristana is getting mad value in this game, Atlas. Mid turret's down as well.
Towards this top side, Ona on a decent flank angle. APA might get caught out. Let's see. Oh, actually still in that fog of war. It's Umpty that's going to go for the face check. And he can. because he is a big tanky tree. He's flashing. There are 4 members of T1 up here, Umpty. I don't know whether this is really what you wanted. He'll be taken down. Gumayusi grabs that kill, and now the teleport's in from Zeus at the same time. They want even more off the back end of this one. Still, APA does massive amounts of damage. The all-out comes in, and the ulti's there from Yun as well. Let's see whether they can actually answer as the extender beam splits up the fight. Great flash from APA as Ona tries to get that Vault Breaker through. He doesn't have cease and desist, but here's the Weaver's Wall. It's split off the fight completely, and APA, he'd have to invest the rocket jump if he wants to get on over. Both of the tanky members from TL were eviscerated, and now T1 have so much momentum.
Oh man, you could take Umpty out of Bro, but you can't take the Bro out of Umpty. T1's ultimate as well. They don't have a lot of vision though. Faker's gonna TP in.
Yeah, they do get the teleport, so TL already a bit up in this particular situation. Are they going to flip it though is the question. A cease and desist, and he manages to take the Baron and flashes out and says thanks for the leash.
Yeah, this was a really rough call here for TL with no real vision. Nearing death cap as well. He's about to be huge in this game, damage-wise. Has otherwise been pretty quiet this game. Has made some big plays when we go to the team fights, but hasn't actually been able to do all too much. Might make a play now.
Impact almost able to get to the other side of the wall, and then realizes that there are a whole lot of bad guys moving down towards the bottom lane.
But top side.
Yeah, it is going to be an inner turret in trade, and I don't think APA is going to waste very much time taking this one down. Zeus also maybe caught out of position, but no. Very hard to chain CC a Cassante.
This feels time to get over to this one that's full health, so there's just not going to be a turret in exchange here for T1. So once again, that weak side Udyr
now we're going to have very even team fights moving further forward.
Baker does have his Weaver's Wall here, so TL need to be super respectful. This is still a Vi composition.
Yeah, Umpty could once again be in trouble. Seismic Shove almost pushes him back over the wall, and there's no response because the wall cuts off the rest of TL. Umpty, we've seen this before, but and the Zeri is so much DPS in these fights. They need to get themselves together as the Weaver's Wall comes on down. There's a huge pushback from Zeus, who's in amongst 4 people right now. Gumayusi, the only one there to back him up, and they want to take him down, but they're not going to be able to do so. Cease and desist comes in on top of Core JJ, and then it's Ona that's out once again. APA torn apart at T1. That was absolutely gorgeous. The flash forward from Faker to finish the job, and it's just Impact that's left alive. I think T1 are kind of done with this game.
I think they're done with it. They want to push down this inhibitor and end the game. So close to escaping was APA there, almost over the wall. Owner with a heroic plays there in those final moments. Impact, last man standing, picks up a Zonia's here. Let's see what he can do.
Well, he does go golden, but that's not going to apply to his turrets, unfortunately, so they will be taken down. Core JJ is going to respawn. It's not going to be his day, though. T1 will move to the finals here at EWC, and they will keep their key alive. Unfortunately for TL, they're going to have to watch theirs bend.
T1 coming back in this final game. Never.
These were some of the best highlights from the 2024 Esports World Cup semifinals matchup between T1 and Team Liquid. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.